Capítulo 1, Gender and Agreement. This is an enrichment video designed to help you clarify your understanding of how to look at nouns in Spanish. Again, we're trying to get across that this language is different, but it's not that difficult to master some of these concepts. We're going to give you some clues today. Starting with gender. In English, we think about male and female whenever we hear the word gender. And it doesn't really apply to our grammar structures. Look at these words. Well, some of them are obviously masculine because they refer to males. Some are unknown. And then in English, we have some that are neither masculine nor feminine, and we use the word neuter to talk about those sorts of nouns. So, in English, we have masculine for males of gender, feminine for gender items that are feminine, and then we have most nouns belonging to the category of neuter, which, by the way, comes from the German language. Spanish, everything is either a masculine word or a feminine word. Which means we need to start learning the gender of a noun the first time we learn the word. Here are some that you already have learned. Okay, so if you learn a word with L in front of it, that means it's a masculine word. And if you learn a word and it has la in front of it, it means it's a feminine word. Good information for your notes, right? Whoa, how can table be feminine and book be masculine? Oh, it's just a grammatical classification, and it has nothing to do with the characteristics of the noun. Write these down. In the next screen, I'm going to give you the answers. So, you see the pattern? This is the general rule of thumb. Here are some others. La ciudad, la universidad, la religión, la división, el actor, el doctor, el español, el túnel. That's right. There are some patterns that we can learn to help us classify words as either masculine nouns or feminine nouns. And then there are some that don't fit any category. So here's the bottom line. We're going to have to learn every Spanish noun with the article el or la in front of it until you learn how to develop those patterns for yourself. The other concept is agreement. Now this one's much easier. Agreement has to do with how all of the words that relate to a specific noun have to reflect that gender and that number. Notice that we have el, muchacho, but also alto and guapo, and those words change. El changes to la, alto changes to alta, guapo changes to guapa. they match the form of the noun they're describing. El profesor es bajo, serio y guapo. How many of these words would you have to change to describe a woman professor? 5 of them. Can you do it? There you go. Not only will the gender affect things, but so will the plural nature. So if there's more than one man teacher, you get los profesores son bajos, serios y guapos. And here's a breakdown of how that works. Okay. La chica es, what ending will that be? Mi amigo es, that's why adjectives have different endings so that we can fit them to whatever we're describing. Be careful, don't leave the verb is. Change it to are when you make these sentences plural. Can you make this one plural? There's a slightly technical flaw with that second rule, but we won't go into it today. Hope this helps. Adios.